It's a video game show. It's not a game show about videos. It's a video game show.
Welcome to the GamerCast Network Video Game Show. I'm MC Fragslot, and this is episode number 23 for Friday, February 2nd, 2007. To introduce our panel of experts. This week, what's your favorite 80s hair band? The way Bob is, it's like, I don't have any favorite bands.
I hate hair bands with a passion, but I will say I like Billy Idol. How's that? That close enough?
Keith.
Motley Crue.
Phil.
Guns N' Roses.
Ivan.
Duran Duran.
Chad.
Aha.
And I'll say Poison. They were the sexiest looking men. Time for GamerCast Network community news. Hey guys, guess what? It is Gamertag Radio's 2-year anniversary.
Wow.
I know. So congratulations to Godfrey and the gang. Alright, well, to celebrate the 2-year anniversary, in episode number 84 of Gamertag Radio, they talk with devs for Command & Conquer 3. So if you guys are excited about that, check that out, episode 84. Alright, check out Uncle Gamer Radio, episode number 17, where the guys have Luke Smith from OneUp.com on the show, where he talks about how he got into the video game industry, and talks about Halo 3, World of Warcraft, and much, much more. That's Uncle Gamer Radio, episode number 17. Hey guys, we're giving away 2 copies of NBA Street Home Court for the Xbox 360. To win, head over to dig.com and dig the GamerCast Network. A direct link to our dig page can be found on our homepage at GamerCastNetwork.com. Be sure there is a way for us to contact you in your dig profile, like your AIM, IM, or your email address.
One final quick reminder for the GamerCast Network Gears of War tournament. Registration ends on February 9th. Be sure to check the forums at www.gamercastnetwork.com/forums for all the details.
Next topic.
Has anybody successfully gotten to their PC from their Xbox using Media Center?
I have.
The 11 or whatever?
Your problem, I think, is firewall settings, firewall ports.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what the hell to open.
You have to open like 12 million of them. You need more than what they just display on the TV.
All I wanted was
spaces.
my damn MP3s, so I'm just going to burn them to a CD and just copy them. Can you do that at least?
No.
For real?
I think you can.
Oh,
I know you can plug in a USB drive in it, and it'll
really?
see it. You'll see it as an external storage device.
Yeah, you can plug in like an iPod too.
Oh no, I got
a
60 gig hard drive though.
Well, you can do you should have plugged that right in and take off videos and MP3s.
What about pictures? What do pictures have to be? I want to make my own avatar thingy. Can you do that?
No, you can't do that.
Of course not. Why would you be able to? You have to buy it online, don't you?
If you have the Vision camera, you can take a picture, and your friends will. Yes, and only
and then your friends get to see your.
Only your friends will see it.
Oh, that's no fun. You'd be the only people I didn't want to see. You're my friend, so you don't have to look at this. Everybody else.
Although the one good thing with the PS3 service is apparently on Sony's online stuff, you can actually upload your own avatar.
That's nice.
I'm sure it's worth the $600 to upload your own avatar that no one will see because no one uses their online service. Good times, good times.
Well, no, because the PS3 could be the new platform of choice for pornography. Then it might be worth it.
Well, you never know. One way or another, you're going to have a as your avatar. You really can't get away from it.
I swear beneath the moon, I shall have a for an avatar.
Next topic.
Keith, have you played some single-player Wii's? Wii?
More times than I care to admit.
Sometimes, well, every night in a week. I don't know, it didn't come out right. Never mind. Joke failure.
Failure!
I have, but not as much as I would like to.
So you can't give us an informative review of any kind of single-player action with your Wii?
No, I've played Zelda a little bit, but like I said, I'm not super far into it. But so far, it's if you like the cornucopia of time, then
cornucopia of time.
Yes, it's a good centerpiece.
Are you having fun with yourself though? Just by yourself?
Yes,
Okay,
yes. And the game's good too.
Yes. Okay. Just checking. Just wanted to.
All this bad innuendo. We've become like a Benny Hill show all of a sudden.
Nothing wrong with Benny Hill. No, it's fun. It reminds me very much of the Nintendo 64 version one. If you guys liked that one, it's very similar to that in feeling. It's pretty cool.
So Zelda and Red Steel are single player. What else?
There's Call of Duty.
I don't know. That'd be dumb.
Madden's.
That's dumb. Something good.
Technically, WarioWare is single player.
Actually, they're bringing out the Scarface game to the Wii.
You know, child friendly.
Child friendly. And when you use the chainsaw in Scarface, it's going to have the revving sound coming out of the Wiimote.
You know what, though? I don't like the Wiimote speaker. It's crappy, and you can't turn the volume. So it's just like, hey! You're like, sweet, it's 3 in the morning, and you're screaming. Way to go, Wii controller.
I'd imagine eventually there's going to be third-party Wiimotes.
I don't know. Nintendo's always been pretty good about letting third-party people do stuff. Because theirs always inevitably is better, and everyone ends up getting that anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But unless a third party makes a Wiimote with a volume.
Oh, one question I forgot to ask you guys was the lazy man's perspective of the Wii. How much moving do you actually have to do in order to use the system?
You don't have to move at all if you
Oh,
don't
good.
want to.
Yeah, they're just accelerometers. If you move quickly and not a lot, you can make it do things.
Short bursts of rapid movement. Understand very well.
On your Wii? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it really doesn't.
They're not even jokes anymore, really. They're just like...
You kids will like these jokes because we're going to keep telling them.
That's
Humor
right,
by
man.
attrition.
Humor by attrition.
Next topic.
Remember way back when we talked about gamer scores and achievements, and we were like, what's the point?
Yes.
The kids really
What
like
is
them.
the point?
Well, Deacon Blade from unscripted360.com, he's an Xbox MVP. And apparently there was some event for Xbox MVPs over at Microsoft's campus or somewhere. And they, quote-unquote, found a partially torn document that described a program coming at the end of this month that's going to allow you to trade in gamer points for, like, rewards. Or you will get, if you hit a certain achievement, you'll get free stuff. Like, there's companies signing up.
That would make achievement points worthwhile.
Yeah, they're going to have achievement point farmers? Yeah.
There already are achievement point farmers.
Yeah, so basically, Microsoft's signing up sponsors for this achievement program. Let's say you're some kind of company that wants to promote your swag or and this is a good way to have like a giveaway. So if you're like the first 1,000 people to do a certain achievement, you'll all receive like a free something or other.
That's a really... See, now that's good.
That would make achievement points worthwhile to you?
It would make them not pointless. I wouldn't say worthwhile, because I still wouldn't bother to do them, but they would not be pointless.
The Uber players are still the ones who are going to get all this stuff because if you limit it to like the first 1,000 people who unlock a certain achievement.
Yeah, but dude, it's going to drive your first day sales through the roof, though. So good for them.
Next topic.
Microsoft today had to amend their achievement point policy.
There's a policy?
Apparently there was one, and now they had to amend it.
Before I get confused, the gamer score is my achievement points. Is that the same thing?
Yes.
Or is there different? I don't know. I just play and like your number increased, and I'm like, whatever. Now it's 300. I don't care.
Typically, a game has 1,000 achievement points.
Okay.
A disc game has
A disc
1,000
game
points.
has 1,000 points, and an online game had 200 points. And I guess it had been up to the publisher of how much something is worth. And there were some games where you couldn't get the full 1,000 unless you bought downloadable content. This last week there was a game in Japan called Aquazone, which basically simulates an aquarium.
Awesome.
What
Virtual
are with Asians
fish.
and virtual thing? Well, because they don't have any room, so I guess that makes sense. They can't actually have a fish tank, so they need a virtual
Well,
fish
the
tank.
thing with Aquazone is when it first came out, you could only get 480 achievement points. You couldn't get the full 1,000. However, they released more fish you can buy, different fish.
It's a fish update.
And the achievements in the game are based on making the fish breed.
Congratulations, you've unlocked grouper.
Yes, you have to make the fish hatch.
Retarded.
So the only way to get the rest of these points is to go buy the new fish.
I don't know why this is so funny to me.
Now hang on. To get the remaining points, you have to buy 18 fish. And these fish cost approximately, in total, 5,000 Microsoft points. Or $62.
You could buy real fish for that much money.
you could.
You go to the fish market in Seattle, and they could like whip one at your face or whatever.
Serious, I think this is an Asian game.
This is an Asian game.
Yeah, I think it's because they simply don't have the room for a pet or a fish tank or even a fish tank.
No room for fish.
Apparently, Microsoft released a new policy saying that the 1,000 points for a disc-based game must be in the base game, or through free downloadable content.
So if I'm a developer, can I be a total dick? Be like, you get 10 points for beating the game on Insane. You get 10 more points for beating the game on Insane a second time.
You could do that.
Just all of my points like that. I would do that because I hate the gamers.
I despise our audience.
Dude, Bob is fueled by hate. Have you not known this yet?
Can't help it.
Some achievements, I believe, I've never seen one of these, but there are achievements that are like achievements you really don't want to get. You have to keep losing at a certain game.
That's like the badges from City of Villains, where it's like you're the unbreakable spirit. You've died in combat so many times.
Been knocked unconscious so many times. I had
You're like knocked unconscious 500 times. You get this achievement. Yeah,
because my power set sucked for the first 30 levels that I had, and then they finally gave it a buff, and I became a god.
You play for so long, you get like an achievement. You have no life achievement.
Well, they
not getting laid achievement.
I forget what
we're giving you 10 gamer score points, but because that's all you're getting.
The achievement's name is just ... or seriously something like that. It's like you've killed 1 million people in multiplayer games.
There's an achievement in Dead Rising where if you kill 53,600 and something zombies, you get it.
That's a lot of zombies.
It's like the population of the town that the game is set in.
Oh, you win. You're done. There aren't any left.
Next topic.
So, guys, we love other people's failures.
Of course.
And we love when we see Sony fail.
I love when I see anyone fail or fall. Falling people are funny.
Yes.
Holiday sales for the PSP are off by 75%.
Wow.
So I guess holiday season 2005, they sold 6.22 million units. And in holiday season 06, they sold 1.7 million units.
But Tom, do you want to know how they're going to get their PSP sales back up?
How are they going to get their PSP sales back up, Chad?
Well, they're going to have to thank the UK and some of their major retailers. Well, actually, one of their major retailers.
They give them away free with every purchase of a PS3.
Well, hang on now. So we all know that in late March 23rd, or somewhere around there, is the UK launch of the PS3. And for the launch, one retailer is only taking pre-orders for a PS3 if you agree to buy a PSP as well.
Oh, well, that'll work.
You can't just buy the PSP. You have to buy a bundled PSP, which comes with like a 4 gigabyte stick and 2 games. So roughly in total, to pre-order PS3 and the PSP bundle, it costs $1,325.
It is definitely worth it so you can play Resistance Fall of Man.
Yes.
Well, no. They do have Final Fantasy...
I don't care. I hate Final Fantasy
14 coming out in
2008 for the Japanese.
Australia's not gonna. They're gonna hit Armageddon before Australia gets it.
Yes.
It's free
Ragnarok will occur. I really hope there is a Ragnarok as opposed to like an Armageddon.
That'd be funny. Everybody'd be really surprised.
Oh,
what do you know? I didn't think this was going to happen at all.
Here's your sword. Yeah, I can honestly say I didn't see this coming.
There'd be a lot of very confused people.
The Norwegians saw it coming. They were the ones that would know.
There'd be 3 black metal bands with axes going, but we knew it. You should have been paying attention.
Next topic.
How about some dead people?
Yay!
Some real people who are dead to us. So there was a...
They're dead to everyone.
Well, hang on. There's a massive multiplayer game called Lineage 2.
Yes, I've actually heard of it.
Well, I think you're exaggerating with the massive leap.
Well...
There's a multiplayer game.
So, in Russia, in Moscow, 30 Russian players of Lineage met in a cafe.
Oh, what ensued? I'm sure it was funny.
I'm tingling.
2 of the attendees were from rival clans.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm going to butcher a Russian name right now, and I really don't care.
Let's call him Vladimir.
Okay, we need 2 names here. Vlad and somebody else. Give me another Russian
Boris.
name. Boris. Okay, so Vlad attacked a member of a rival clan who goes by the handle in Lineage, Shitai. Boris tried to break up the 2. However, Vlad didn't like Boris trying to break up the fight.
So stabbed him in the throat?
Well, no, he started beating him. He beat him on the ground, started kicking the crap out of him, and killed him.
Wow, he beat him to death? That doesn't happen very often.
Wow.
Did he take his equipment and run away?
Did he get the epic sword?
If there is something funny to all this, which we'll find, I don't think Boris might not have actually been a player of the game. He might just have been there trying to break the two up.
Some guy at the cafe. Hey, don't fight. Oh, I just got my ass killed for a video game I don't even play.
Next topic.
Here we go. Here's a Sony quote of the week from David Cracker, care of the Wall Street Journal.
His name's Cracker.
Wait, where is it? I want to read it. I'm going to use my Cracker voice. Hold on. Wii could be considered an impulse buy for more than anything else. Wii is for newcomers, while PlayStation is a choice for hardcore and committed gamers. That's all. Wasn't as funny as the last time I did it. Oh well.
I don't know, Cracker. Again, Sony's idiots. Why do they keep saying this stuff?
Is $250 an impulse buy?
Well, when you're talking about normally spending $600, then yes, $250 is an impulse.
Oh, okay, I can see from the perspective of someone living in the Sony world who's used to paying $600 for a console that yes, $250 can seem like chump change. But for someone who has no console like me, $250 is still not impulse buy.
But again, that's just them opening their.
The thing is all of these statements that Sony's saying about the Wii is very reminiscent of what they said last year about the Nintendo DS when comparing it with the PSP. And we all know how that turned out for both those consoles.
One of them is fun, and one of them isn't. How many games does the PS3 have right now?
The only real exclusives right now are Genji, Days of the Blade, Resistance Fall of Man, Untold Legends Dark Kingdom, an RPG game, and a Mobile Suit Gundam game. So there really aren't that many right now exclusive titles.
I said, you gotta be so hardcore, you're willing to wait for them to make games. That's how hardcore and committed you have to be to be a PlayStation 3.
But yeah, there you go. There's your whatever.
Whatever. It's exactly, there's your whatever. Because it sure as hell ain't a gaming device.
Next topic.
Is anybody here buying Crackdown just for the Halo beta? Or do they plan on trying to sell their access to the Halo beta?
I want to buy Crackdown to play Crackdown.
Okay.
I'm with him. I want to play Crackdown.
And
maybe I'll sell my beta on eBay.
Now, hang on now. You're not going to be able to do that. This is up in the air. There's nothing confirmed from Microsoft yet or anything that can be confirmed.
That pisses me off now because now it's going to be hard to get the game. I just thought of that. I was just like, I want to play the game just to play the game, and now everybody and their brother's going to be buying it just so they can get the Halo beta. Did I say that right? Halo beta?
Halo beta.
Okay.
Halo beta. Halo beta. Halo beta. Halo beta.
Halo beta.
Halo beta.
Why does that sound funny? Halo beta.
Halo beta. Sounds like you're saying hello to whoever beta is. Halo beta.
Sounds like you're Cajun and saying hello to Darth Vader. Hello beta. Watch him not pass a gumbo down here.
At first, people had thought... Halo beta. So at first, people had thought there was going to be like a scratch-off card or some kind of code in the box to get access to the beta. But apparently that's not looking like that's the case. It sounds like you actually... The first run of discs of the Halo beta, of Crackdown... Damn it. Now you're confusing me with Halo beta. The actual first run...
Halo beta.
The initial run of the Crackdown disc, and this is not confirmed, people had said you need the disc to play the beta. So it sounds like on the initial run, the Halo beta... On the initial run of Crackdown disc, there's going to be something extra on the disc that allows you access, probably an option in the main menu which will allow you to get into the Halo beta.
I want to buy it just so they'd be like, would you like to try your beta now? If you say no, you will never be able to try again. And I'll be like, no! Just to piss off some Halo fan.
Next topic.
Okay, the Japanese.
When all else fails, talk about the Japanese.
No, that's our topic. So what do you guys think of the Japanese? What's up with them?
What's up with them? It's like a bad stand-up comic.
You know that they really don't like the Western games that much over there in Japan?
They don't really like the Westerns.
Actually, 2 weeks ago when Gears of War launched over there, it actually broke the top 10 in Japan. And it actually was number 7. It sold 33,000 units.
It wasn't about a girl who kills zombies and gets sprayed with blood.
No,
I'll be damned. Because, there was this marketing team.
Yeah. Although this week, Gears of War dropped off the list.
Oh, well,
but
whatever.
Their number one game this week is another Western game. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas just launched over there. Now, when Gears of War launched, it sold 33,000 units. And that's probably because there's only 33,000 Xbox 360s over there. But Grand Theft Auto launched for the PS2 and sold 227,000 units. And it's number one.
That's impressive.
It is impressive. Yet the really impressive thing is that, I don't know if it's impressive or not, but there's only one PS3 title in the top 50. And it's not Resistance.
It's not Resistance?
It's Enchanted Arms. It's that role-playing game.
Oh, yeah, the RPG, right.
If you look at the hardware sales, in terms of PS3 sales numbers, the PS2 is selling more than the PS3. And there are no complaints of stock shortages on PS3.
I would believe that, because there's how many games for the PlayStation 2? And it's not like they're going to stop.
94 million.
I was going to say, dude, I don't know if I can count that high.
It's not like they're going to stop making games for that anytime soon.
No, they're still going. Actually, of the top 50 titles, 11 of them are PlayStation 2 games where they could.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, people that are on a budget, that's going to be the perfect route to go. I don't think that's that odd.
At what point does this not become news anymore? Like, we're like sales numbers, like no one really cares.
When Sony stops trying to tout these things as news.
Okay, fair enough.
Sony is touting their hardware sales. They're just not touting their hardware sales of PS3 numbers right now that hard. But they're saying they're selling lots of hardware. It's just they're selling lots of PS2s.
And I'm sure they're making money on it, because I thought that we were talking about how they're now able to make them and make a profit on selling them. You know, the low-end sector to help out the high-end sector.
But their high-end sector really isn't getting any help right now.
No, it's not, but, hey.
Next topic.
Well, here's some news about those Burger King games.
I think this is really good news for gamers in general.
What?
That Burger King's profits were up by 40% since releasing these games. Because if this is successful for Burger King, I'm hoping like other retailers and food chains follow suit and release their own games.
Why?
So suddenly everyone's making video games.
I want Red Lobster to make one.
Yeah. I mean, cheesy $3.99 video games are kind of just fun.
No, I disagree wholeheartedly. Because this is just advertising smut, and I don't want it.
It's true. It is just promotion for the company.
But the thing is, again, for letting them do that, all it's doing is encouraging more and more people to do it, and they're going to just keep invading more and more and more into my video games, which I do not want, and I do not think that's a good...
Yeah, but at least they're not being stealthy about it. They're not trying to sneak the BK game, in through the back door.
Okay, so if I walked in your house and said, I'm going to rape your sister, is it any better that I told you before I did it?
Well, yeah, because I'd get my gun. I mean... Oh, hold on then. I'll be right back. Thank you for not moving.
No, all I'm saying is it's just basically encouraging them to do it. And they're going to continue to do it and push the envelope, and it's going to get shoved in your face more and more and more.
And I'm taking the view that this is a good thing, because if a lot of people are making a bunch of games that are really cheap, some of them will probably be fun, especially if tons of retailers do it. You'll have a couple gems in there that are going to be worthwhile.
I think that would also be a great way for little startup companies to get their feet wet in the industry. I mean, because if you just want to make a game for $3.99, you're not going to go to some gigantic multi-million-dollar publisher. You're going to try to get like 3 guys in their basement to make the game for you, and some of them might actually be fun. And, it depends. I've always stated this in the past. If a commercial amuses me as much as the show does, I don't care. I'll sit there and watch. I mean,
I agree, but the problem
is... Think about the ESPN commercials. How funny would an ESPN little game be? Think if they had like a Reebok one, dude, where you got to be Terry Tate, and you got to be an office linebacker in a video game. That'd be awesome.
I agree with you that if they had something good, but you know as well as I do, that they're all going to be crap, because they're not even going to hire the dude in the basement. They're going to hire the landlord of the dude in the basement.
No, I'm going to agree with Tom. It's going to be another way into the industry. I think 90% will suck, but that one gem of that one guy who finally got his shot to make a video game, I think it'd be probably freaking sweet.
Does anybody else think that it's a bad idea besides me, then?
I'm torn.
I understand what you're saying, and I would agree with you, but you know as well as I do, dude, that the games are going to be complete and utter rubbish.
Most will be, yes.
99% are going to be total crap, and I wouldn't even want to waste a buck buying it. But there could be that one good one.
I'd rather have, like, Foot Locker give me, like, a complimentary game when I buy a pair of shoes than Foot Locker putting an ad on a billboard in, like, Games or Gears of War. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're right, Burger King's not complimentary, because you have to pay $3.99. But if it becomes popular, I bet you would see free games bundled with other products.
I don't know, man. I'm just paranoid that it's gonna end up being an advertising stampede, and everywhere you turn, you're now going to see some kind of advertisement in your video game, and not just little games that you can buy and play.
No, but I'm saying I would rather see games that are about advertising that are standalone rather than advertising that makes its way into normal games.
You don't think that one's going to lead to the other?
No.
You think that they're going to be completely independent?
I think, regardless if they start handing out little games or not, they're going to start putting ads in every single video game anyway.
Next topic.
Hey, this is Riziak, telling you guys about one of my griefing stories. I was griefing in a game called Maple Story, and it's an online MMORPG 2D side-scrolling game, and it takes place in a fantasy, like mushroom kind of world. In this game, you are able to obtain certain items called summoning bags. These bags summon higher-level monsters that can kill other characters, including you. And I thought about this. When I reached level 89, I said, oh, well, I guess I can chill and grief. So this is what I did. A bunch of friends of mine, we partied up, and we got a bunch of summoning bags. And we went to the newbie zone of Maple Story, and then 3 of us summoned inside the town, and 3 of us summoned outside the town. And then basically all the noobs got killed, right? But then when they get killed, you revive inside the town. And since we summoned in the town, they just kept on dying. So, yeah, we just kept on killing. And that's it. But then one time, the game masters were watching me once, and they spawned this really, really big creature on me, and then everyone died in town. Yeah. Hope you like my griefing story. See ya. Good job, show.
It was a very, very well planned out griefing. That's exactly how you're supposed to do it.
That's a
textbook
griefing.
That's textbook griefing. For all of you out there who need a good example to follow, Reziak did a fantastic work with his griefing.
Dream Station GamerCast video game show. This is Darkhammer X. I thought you guys were gone forever until I listened to an episode of Uncle Gamer Radio where Vicious696 mentioned that you guys are now the GamerCast Network. The new name isn't as catchy as before, and I noticed that you guys are under new management. By management, I mean that drunk on power tyrant, MC Fraggle Rock.
So it's we, man, and you know what? Every time you guys say revolution, guess what? I'm editing it out.
No, you're not.
Oh, that's loaded.
That's funny. Anytime you talk, I'll edit it out in the main file. Son of a.
People say it both ways. Just as many people are saying pwn as people say pwn. So you know what? You're full of crap.
Just as many people say
and you know, if they find out who you are in the forums, you're banned.
You're banned.
Embarrassing yourself.
You just take stuff way too seriously.
Well, I want to know what kind of credibility.
Anything having to do with the word pwned, you just really can't deal with, can you?
You can't be you just can't come on our show and make some pronouncement like that that's completely out of your ass unless you have something to back it up with.
Damn, dude.
I've actually spent a lot of time in the gaming community. I've actually been out there in the leagues playing, and I know the lingo that the kids are using. I know what the kids are saying online.
You do. He's down with the kids.
I know what's hip in school.
And he knows what is whack.
I know the shizzy and the hizzy.
Guys, I submitted this email to you because I have a major concern about your show. And if I don't get any airtime, I don't care, because I need you guys to hear this. I recently listened to episode 8, and yeah, I know I'm a bit behind, but I'm playing catch up on your show because I just recently discovered that you guys moved to a new location. Anyway, after listening, I realized that your show has something that no other indie podcast could offer me as a listener. Your early shows that I'm still listening to offer intellectual debates and an understanding of the corporate perspective. I listen to a lot of podcasts and can't find that on any other show. I'm proud of Chad of the way he represented our community on episode 8, and I think he brings a much needed intellectual balance to the show. Chris Palladino also made me proud by representing Microsoft well. He gave a solid defense and offered options for us gamers in the community to make our voices heard. The debate was so good, I couldn't wait to listen to the next show. Of course, my excitement ended when I listened to episode 9. I then realized how ignorant and uninformed the gaming community really is. What I don't understand is why our community has to always muck everything up with useless complaints. How can anyone with any form of intelligence think your show is biased when Chad, a member of your show, didn't hesitate to go toe-to-toe with Chris on the Luminous expansion pack debate? Or how about when Bob defended Sony's hardware? Listen guys, I know my email is like 2 or 3 months late, and I know that you're loyal to your fans, but you can't let a group of complainers cause you to lose your shows people's edge. Keep in mind, these are the same gamers that ruin everyone else's gaming experiences with complaints about how elves are too sexy and about how their ostriches aren't sexy enough. Look, guys, I know this email is probably too late, but make no mistake about it. Changing Paladino's role on your show is an error of epic proportions. And if anybody has a problem with anything I said, my gamer tag is Dark Hammer X.
Interpret.
All right, guys, that time again. Any ham sandwiches?
Oh, those two dudes that put the Aqua Teen Hunger Forces signs all over the place.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And then when they got bailed out of jail, they would only field hair questions. They were trying to interview him, and they're like, "I'm sorry, we can't take your question unless it's about hair." And he's like, "You know, the Beatles, now they had some cool hair. And Bob Marley, that was cool hair." But they just wouldn't answer any questions because their lawyer told them don't say anything. So that's how they went about doing it.
Well, I feel bad for the guys because the city's going to railroad them. It's the city and the journalists completely acted like asses and overreacted.
They really, really did.
And now they're going to try to send these two kids up the river.
Because even if they come off scot-free, this has just got to be a nightmare for them. So, ham sandwiches to the two artists who got in trouble for this. You did nothing wrong, and people
and a
are
ham
assholes.
sandwich to the cow that killed the farmer. Way to fight back, big guy. Way to fight back.
Remember to send us comments and questions to the voicemail. It's 320-300-GAME. That's 320-300-GAME. All long-distance charges apply.
Or send us comments to the mailbag at vgs@gamercastnetwork.com.
Okay, sorry guys.
Once I ran to you, now I'll run from you. This tainted love you've given, I've given you all a boy could give you.
What the hell did I miss?
Take my tears, and that's not nearly. Oh! Tainted love.
Oh!
Tainted love.
Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off the headset. I'm going to put them back on. Let's try this. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. We ready to go or what?
Hey, what's
up? We're just waiting for Chris. Yeah, we're probably even right now. Don't worry.
Okay. Everything's better.